What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Getting into this episode, GH. Listen, Lucy is playing with fire at this point because I understand she want to stick it to Tracy and get her company back. I get it, but she's playing with fire because you're about to lose your man. Martin is done playing with her. Like, this man is trying to open up to her. He feel like their relationship has been off lately. He's trying to spend more time with her. Like, he's literally trying to show her and explain to her like she's important to him. And she not even paying attention to this man. She worried about Scott and Tracy. I'm like, you really about to lose your man over a company? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your brand back. You want to piss off Tracy. I get it. But she's going to have to determine, like, what's more important to you? Getting revenge on Tracy and getting deception back, or actually having something with someone? You know what I'm saying? Like, sharing your life with somebody. Like, what's more important? Not saying that she can't have deception and a relationship, but I just think at this point she needs to change tactics. Like, she needs to drop this plan with Scott and try to find another way at it, because obviously Martin is not comfortable with her closeness with Scott. Like, he's not cool with it. You know what I'm saying? This plan is just more proof. Like, all it's doing is feeding what Tracy's been saying to him. You know, how she been manipulating him into thinking something going on between Scott and Lucy. All it's doing is adding more fuel to that fire. By her keep watching them and talking to Scott every 5 seconds, it's not doing her no good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, girl, come up with a different plan. Like, I don't trust Scott. At this point, I don't trust him. Like, him going to Tracy to warn her that Lucy's after her, like, I don't trust him. Because I feel like that could still be a part of his plan, too, to get closer to Tracy. Because those texts that he been sending weren't working. And little do he know, Tracy already know. You know what I'm saying? That he's in on the plan with her. Little does he know. But it's like, I feel like this is another layer to his plan. Like, he feel like maybe he could get in good with Tracy and gain her, you know, as an ally or whatever. And, you know, gain her trust, you know, or whatever, by playing it up like, oh, I just came to warn you and stuff. I wouldn't trust him. And I know Tracy don't. But I don't know. You never know. Something might blossom between them. Because you know how it is when two people are going up against each other. You know, like when you playing each other and stuff, y'all end up getting closer. So you never really know. I could see Tracy trying to, you know, I could see her falling for Scott at some point. Him genuinely falling for her. Because they are an oddball couple. But she and Luke were an oddball couple. So I could definitely see it. You know, they could be a goofball couple. I prefer him and Lisa, though, because I really did like him and Lisa. I really did. But this is gonna be quite interesting, him and Tracy. I want to see who gonna outwit who. So moving on from that, I ain't really care for the Gregory in them scenes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Them talking about the wedding and him, you know, officiating the ceremony. I thought that was a nice scene, but I ain't really care for it. We got other shit going on. Like, we got too much going on to worry about that wedding right now. And I just feel like BLQ and Chase, for an engaged couple, a newly engaged couple, I don't see much affection with them. And maybe that's because in real life, you know, Amanda Seton wasn't cool with the whole doing sex scenes thing. I don't know. I just don't see no real affection with them. I'm like, y'all are newly engaged, planning a wedding. Y'all should be a bit more affectionate with each other. Plus, they're a young couple. Like, they should be having nice ass love scenes, kissing, canoodling, doing all of that stuff, and I just don't see that with them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they sit next to each other, but it's like there's no romance really. Like, you're just there. But I get where Gregory's coming from. You know, he would love to officiate, but at the same time, he's not being delusional about his circumstances, you know, about his ailment and stuff like that, because it's going to get to a point, depending on when his wedding's supposed to take place, he's not going to be able to speak. He's not going to be able to walk. You know what I'm saying? So I get why he would prefer them to have a backup at the very least if they're insistent on him doing it. So I get where he's coming from with that. So moving on from that, Laura. Oh my God. Y'all know I love me some Laura. I do. That's my boo. Okay. She's always been one of my boos. Like, I love her to pieces. But her attitude lately, like her loyalty to Esme is just crazy. And the way she tried to scold Spencer in front of Dante, I'm like, I like Dante too. Don't get me wrong. Dante, one of my favorite characters. But he was taken to school by Spencer today. I love how Spencer pretty much threw some shade at him. Because I agree with Spencer. How you gonna sit here and expect Spencer to report his daddy, but your daddy shot your ass in the chest and you covered up for that man? I'm just saying, like, he just pulled your hypocrite card. Like, I agree with Spencer. Like, hell, he got a complicated history with his daddy. So do you, Dante. So did you. You might not have one now, but I mean, shit, him and Sonny still got a complicated history. They still got their relationship is still complex because of him being a detective, Sonny being a mob boss. But it's in a much better place. So I agree with Spencer. How you expect him to turn in his daddy when you wouldn't turn in yours? Come on now, Dante. That's why I'm glad Dante let it go. He was like, you know what? I ain't gonna arrest him. But that's what pissed me off with Laura. Spencer. Oh, I don't know what's gotten into him. I'm so sorry, Dante. I'm like, man, what are you sorry for? He was speaking the truth. Like, what are you doing? Laura, have a seat. Sit down. Have a seat. Take a load off. Where is Kevin at? Where is he? Like, come collect your wife and take her out to dinner or something. Go give her a meal, champagne. Like, do something, sir, because she need a break, okay? Because I don't like her scolding her grandson in front of people like that. I just find that to be, like, you can do that in private. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it in front of company. Like, I'm just saying, like, damn, Laura. I love it, though. Spencer was very nonchalant. He was like, listen, I got a plane to catch. He was like, I need to pack. I need to get myself ready. I'm going to Paris. And Laura, no, you're going to stay and wait for Dante. Spencer, go. Go, 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 go. You got a life to live. Just go. And I'm glad Laura finally came to a little bit of sense today when she was like, oh, well, if Esme did get her memory back, you can't underestimate her. I'm like, Laura, finally, welcome back. Welcome back to planet Earth, man. You need to stop underestimating her because I feel like that's what Laura been doing, coddling that girl. I'm like, stop the nonsense, please. So anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of Esme, of course, you see how desperate this girl is getting. First, she went to Cyrus of all people. Now you going, then you went to Ava, and now you're going to your batshit crazy mama, who's locked up in the penitentiary. And that's what's baffling to me because Esme sitting there talking about gonna tell Heather, oh, what can you do? You're in here. Esme, Google your mom. All you got to do is pick up your little mobile device, okay? Go to Google, okay? Hit the search engine, tap, tap, tap. Heather Weber, GH, Port Charles, however you want to put it. And go to her Wikipedia, please, and thank you. Go to her Wikipedia, go to her Wiki fandom, and go look up her list of crimes. Just go look her up. Because how you going to sit here and say, what can she do? This is the same bitch that was running around murdering people from your ass when she was supposed to be locked up. Like, what you mean, what can she do? Esme, go take a nap. See, it's these damn youngins nowadays. Because I'm like, oh my God. Learn about y'all history and y'all elders. I'm just saying, learn your elders, man. I'm just saying, you need to learn. You got a lot to learn about your mama. Like, what can she do? Even Heather told her, she was like, oh, I'm gonna help you when I bust out of here, because we all know she good at that shit. She gonna bust out in no time. She remind me. So Heather Weber y'all ever seen Rugrats? Remember little Tommy Pickles? Remember when Dee Dee and Stu put Tommy in that little playpen? And every time he wanted to get out, he pulled that screwdriver out his little diaper and he just lifted the latch. Oh, shit. And he just lifted the latch on the gate and just bust him and the rest of the babies out. Oh, God. That's Heather Weber. That's what Heather Weber do. Oh my God, sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, so I feel like Heather was trying to talk some damn sense into Esme because that's why Heather, for a crazy ass woman, Heather is smart. You got to give her that. That woman she nuts, but she's smart. She's smart crazy. And she's that type of person. She played a long game, and that's what she's pretty much trying to tell Esme to do. Like, dummy, play the long game. You don't have the resources, nor connections, nor nothing to go after Nicholas right now. Wait. She said, no, I got to get my son now. I'm not going on a run. I'm not hiding out. I got to get my son. What is Nicholas going to do to this baby? This baby is on an island somewhere living his best life. Okay, he out here jamming. Okay, Nicholas ain't gonna hurt that boy. Just wait until the right opportunity presents itself, and then boom, you pop up. Like she better learn how to listen to her mom. Like as nutty as Heather is, the bitch is smart. I'm just saying, listen. And of course, oh well, I don't play the waiting game. I do things. I get things done. You know what? If I was Heather, I wouldn't even have shouted at her to come back. I would just sat my ass down, told that guard, take me back to my cell, please. Cause I can't help stupidity. I mean, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make the bitch drink. I'm just saying. Like, leave her to her own devices. Let her be a fool. I'm just saying. She don't want to listen to smart wisdom. As nutty as that wisdom is, she don't want to listen. Okay, fine. So that's my whole thing. It's like, why do you keep going to people being all desperate if you're not trying to hear what they're trying to tell you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got your own plans and want to do your own thing, then stop going to people then. Looking for help. Duh. So anyway, moving on from that. Is Drew on cocaine or something? Like, he just bobbles around like a damn coke addict. Like, I don't know what is going on with Mr. Drew King, because he keeps getting very aggressive when he talks to women. Like, he, not even just women, just people in general, men, some men too. But he is really aggressive, like threatening Nina, telling her, oh, either leave or I'm gonna throw you out. Like, sir, I would have put that bag down if I was Nina, said, bitch, throw me out. I would have been like, long neck, throw me out. Let me see you do something. Bust a move so I could sue your ass and own all of this shit. Like, come on now. And then I'll turn around and fire you. Let's go. Like, what you want to do? Like, you ain't gonna be threatening me. I'm just saying. Um, I love how Nina took it. You know what I'm saying? I love how Nina took that shit. Nina put her shades back on and she said, oh, now that you had your fun, she said, bitch, now the realization is about to set in that you actually got to sit behind that desk and run this motherfucking company. She put them shades on. She reminded me, when she put them sunglasses on, you know who she reminded me of? She reminded me of Meryl Streep in The Devil Wears Prada. You speak Prada? That was the shit. She reminded me so much of Meryl Streep character. But I loved it. I think Nina handled herself quite well. Nina said, you know what, carry on. Go ahead, run the company into the ground if you like. Knock yourself out. Because what people don't understand is that is a huge responsibility running a magazine company, because the fashion industry is a forever evolving industry. It's a forever changing one. And I necessarily wouldn't put Carly and fashion in the same sentence. Like, I just would. Don't get me wrong. Carly got her moments where she could step out. You remember how she went to the mob boss meeting of the 5 families in that white dress? She was killing it. She was doing her thing. I will give her that. But I wouldn't necessarily consider her a fashionista. And I know some people say, well, how, you know, because I've been seeing it all weekend long on Twitter. Everybody saying, oh, well, Nina ran a fashion company. She don't know nothing about fashion. Here's the gotcha. Here's the thing. Here's a couple of gotchas. The difference between Nina and Carly is Carly does not have what Nina had, which is Maxie. Nina had Maxie. Also, y'all got to remember, Nina grew up in high society. Okay, she grew up wealthy, which means she was up on the fashion, because you already know her mother Madeline had her in the best of dresses, the best outfits that money could buy. You already know that, because that's what a lot of women and men do when they got money like that. A lot of them, when they got to get dressy, they dress. You know what I'm saying? So they know about fashion. So I'm pretty sure even as a child, she knew about the fashion game. Obviously, Maxie helping her was because the girl was in a coma for 20 years. Like, obviously, like I said, fashion changes. You know what I'm saying? So she had to put her up on the latest fashion do's and don'ts. But that doesn't mean Nina didn't know about fashion. You got to remember that. Same thing with Carly. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say Carly can't run a company, because you got instant CEOs all the time on daytime dramas. You know what I'm saying? That don't have the proper education or whatever, you know, to be a CEO. But they end up doing it. Like Michael, he didn't really have no real business acumen when he came to ELQ, or even when he took over as CEO. But he made, you know, great headway with the company. Everybody, including Valentine, was even impressed with his business moves. So I'm not going to sit here and say Carly can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you put your mind to. But it's not going to be a cakewalk. And you see the look on Carly's face? After Nina left, she was nervous, because even she knew, yeah, I got my lick in. I you know, I was smirking. I was happy. I was laughing at her downfall. But now she right. I really got to sit behind this chair and run this damn place. And she really felt like she was going to run it into the ground. And Drew talking about, oh, we could run this company together. Drew, what the hell do you know about fashion? You like a coked out hobo. What do you know? Sir, you don't even dress like a CEO. What the hell you know about fashion? Sir, please, you got on a blazer and a t-shirt. Like, go on somewhere that you probably got from Walmart. Like, please stop it. Stop it. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. What do y'all? This is gonna be quite interesting. Um, I did like the scene though with Olivia and Nina and stuff like that. Olivia was trying to be, put her up on game. Like, listen, now that this is all over, you just need to walk away from all this gracefully and be peaceful. But you know what? I wasn't mad at Nina because Nina was like, yeah, maybe you're right. I wasn't mad at Nina though. Because Nina went in there, and when Nina looks at you with that crazy ass look in her eye, you better watch out. You better watch out. So Drew and Carly might want to watch out because now she done sat in that mirror, looked at herself with that crazy look, and declared war. It's about to go down. And you know what? I don't even blame Nina because normally I would say Nina should just walk away. Now that you free of them, go do your own thing. Stay away from them. But I'm not even mad at her for wanting to declare a war on their ass because Carly was all about peace. She was like, oh, now that I know it was Nina, I could move on with my life. I could be at peace. But 2 seconds later, here she is in the office being smug, trying to get, help Drew get revenge on Nina. I'm like, see, this is why this shit never ends. Revenge only begets more revenge. Just when you have a clean break and could walk away, some people choose not to. So I'm like, it is what it is at this point. Let the games begin because I'm ready to see a battle. Like, who gonna come out on top? This is like a chess move at this moment. Carly and Drew made their move. Now it's time to see what move Miss Nina makes. And it's going to be quite the move, I'm sure. It's going to be very interesting. I don't see her putting them out the Metro Court. Because for one, I don't believe Olivia is going to let that happen. Two, I don't think it's good business unless you have something that can replace them that's going to make y'all more money. That's the only way I would agree to do something like that. Other than that, I don't see it. You know what I mean? I don't see her doing that because Nina even mentioned it earlier in the episode, like previous episodes. She was like, no, it's all about balance sheets and business, which is true. If they're still bringing in good business to her in the hotel, why boot them out? I see her going about this and maybe in a different way. Most definitely. I don't see why not. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.